Hi guys, welcome to Psychic Astro. I'm so excited to be doing these videos moving forward. So these videos are going to be astrology based on channeled messages that I get from spirit. So please watch the videos based on your sun, moon, or rising sign, whatever resonates the best for you. Me personally, it's always been my rising sign. It's never been my sun, moon. I just wanted to tell you guys that. Maybe that'll help somebody out there. I've also noticed that for me, my rising sign and my natal chart, as well as my rising sign and my progress chart, also resonates with me. Sometimes more so my progress chart than my natal chart. So yeah, I hope that helps anybody out there. Maybe it's worth trying out. So basically what I'm going to be doing in these videos is I'm going to be channeling the transits of the month. I'm going to be going over the themes you guys can expect. I hope, you guys like these videos. I'm starting off, kind of this way with the paper and the pen because I'm new to this and I just need to figure out what works best for me through trial and error. I'm sure eventually I'm not going to be sticking to paper and pen, but this is what I feel comfortable with for right now. I also just want to put a disclaimer out there. As a psychic, as much as I love channeling messages from spirit, as much as I love channeling the cosmos, and although I trust my messages, um, I don't know, maybe it's my Virgo placement, maybe it's my Capricorn stellium. I want to tell you guys strongly that I believe you guys shouldn't just stick with psychic channeled messages only. You guys should definitely, watch or at least look into professional astrologers' predictions as well for monthly readings. At least that's just how I feel, and I do want to put that out there. To just be practical about these things and, not just strictly rely on psychic messages, okay? All right, with that being said, let's get to it. Hi guys, this video is going to be for my sun, moon, rising Aries for the month of January 2024. All right, so let's get to it. What can you guys be expecting for the first week of January 2024? And Happy New Year from one fellow Aries to another fellow Aries. All right, so Venus in Sagittarius in the 9th house will be squaring Saturn in Pisces in your guys' 12th house. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the transits first, and then I'm going to get to my channeled messages. This is going to be January 1st, and definitely double check these dates that I give you, just because they could be off by a day or two. That same day, Mercury is going to be going direct in Sagittarius in your guys' 9th house. And then on January 4th, Mars enters Capricorn in your guys' 10th house. So without looking too much into this, without looking into my channeled messages, I'm going to say that you guys are going to be driven, directed towards something work-related, but also at the same time feeling blocked in some type of way. Venus can be looked at as, yeah, definitely love, something to do with beauty, something aesthetically pleasing. This could be the arts, something creative, something to do with you falling in love with learning about something because it is in the 9th house and it's in Sagittarius. But because, excuse me, but because it's squaring Saturn, and Saturn's the ruler of your guys' 10th house and also natally the 10th house as well, right? And you guys have Mars, which does amazing in the 10th house. It's exalted here. There's an initiative. There's a drive here. It just does better here. I feel like there's going to be something that takes place the first week of January for you guys, where you guys are going to be driven towards something regarding work, possibly have some type of idea about this, but maybe feel blocked in some type of way in regards to maybe receiving, okay, money for it. So therefore you'll be driven to get money for it. But let's look at my channeled messages. So those are the transits that are happening the first week of January for you guys. So the energy I'm picking up on when it comes to my channel messages, I'm picking up on opposition energy. Sorry, I probably will be coughing throughout the reading a little bit here and there. Sorry about that. Opposition energy coming together. And that is exactly how opposition energy can work with, you know, willpower, because oppositions work better together. So yeah, so something nice happening for you guys. I'm seeing you guys studying. I'm seeing you guys learning. I'm seeing you guys taking notes. And this connects with that opposition energy. So right away, it's telling me, based off what I just said, the Saturn squaring Venus, it has something to do with the Mercury energy. There's something you guys are learning about that you may feel blocked in regards to receiving, but it doesn't stop you from taking an initiative and learning in how to receive. Having the willpower to do something and seeing something through, but maybe not 100% enjoying it. I see you guys face to face with someone and there's a lot of clouds. I feel like this person is symbolic of you guys and this person has a mask over their mouth. So sometimes with the 12th house, because this can be looked at as our unconscious mind, this can also be looked at as our dreams. This can be looked at as a prison. This can be looked at as our hidden enemies. So because of all those things, it's a place that's hard to see things about ourselves when we have planets here. So because you guys are a rising Aries and you guys have Pisces natally here, which is where it belongs, I feel like you guys really embody that Pisces energy in the 12th house, where things really get confusing to see about yourself sometimes. I mean, obviously apply common sense. It really depends on what planets you guys have in your natal chart, in your progress chart, if you guys have anything going on in a 12th house and how it's aspecting other planets. You guys may have beautiful things going on and you guys may really be consciously aware. But more times than not, sometimes it's really difficult to see things clearly, or at least during transits. If we have something in our 12th house, it could really be a tough time. And that's what I'm seeing for you guys, because when something is squaring another thing, a planet, this is a karmic lesson. There's a holdup, there is a block. How I like to describe this, like I described it last month, is what is it, the escape room, where the whole point is to get out of the room, right? And if you go to that escape room enough times, you level up and it gets harder each time, but you get better at it. So that's exactly how a square is looked at. So when you have Venus in Sagittarius squaring Saturn and Pisces, this is basically, forget about like the zodiac sign that it's in the house placement. You have Venus squaring Saturn. So whatever it is you love, whether it's a relationship, whether it's something you're learning about, whether it's money, it's being temporarily put on hold until something is learned about this energy, in order for it to, in order for you to get better at it, in order for you to, I don't want to say be deserving of it, but for you to understand this energy better in order for you to receive it. So this is, I feel like, why I'm seeing you guys having difficulty seeing something about yourselves. So maybe this is, maybe you guys like feel like you've worked hard enough already to get whatever this is, whatever this Venus in the 9th house is speaking of for you guys, because we all have a different story, right? Just because like collectively as a rising Aries, we're all going through this, differently, right? So there's something difficult that you guys are not able to see about this, but you guys are like pushing through. Let's see what else did I channel. So Mercury can also be our thoughts and communicating. So whatever this is, I feel like you're also keeping it to yourself. Okay. So so I think of privacy. So maybe this is something you are, since it connects to the 10th house, because Mars will be going into the 10th house. Sorry, forgot to put that there, in Capricorn on January 4th. Maybe this is a goal, an ambition of yours that you are trying to achieve. And you're doing one of those things where you're not speaking about it. Okay, so Venus is in the 9th house in Sagittarius. You guys may have a hard time learning about something or enjoying learning or just expressing itself, or you guys may have a hard time having fun because it feels restricted. That's another way of looking at this as well. Like it's being blocked to this squaring Saturn in Pisces. But you guys have the willpower to push through it. But it's like you're forcing yourself to study for the test the night before. You don't usually enjoy it, right? I think also you guys have difficulty understanding why you feel blocked. And because of this, you may feel confused about yourself, almost like you have no words to describe how you may feel. And I feel like this is what this energy does to us as well. Saturn in Pisces, or even Neptune in Pisces. It's like you feel some kind of way, but putting it into words is kind of just like another language on its own. When I ask what this is about, like in regards to you guys facing yourselves and there's clouds, I'm picking up on spirituality, trying to possibly figure out your dreams, either literally or your career dreams. So maybe you guys are confused about what it is you guys want to do for a living. Maybe there's a change in your career that you know you want to make, or you're unhappy at the workplace, but you're just confused. I feel like the 12th house can be confusion as well. So sometimes I feel like when I want to try to figure out like a little more deeper, like what could this be about? I like to look at where the rulers are. So where's the ruler of Sagittarius? Jupiter, right? It's in your second house in Taurus, and it's in your, oh, I just said that. I'm sorry. It's in your second house in Taurus, and it just went direct, right? So the second house speaks of what it is you guys value. It speaks about things you guys own. It speaks about your wallet. So this too can be speaking about career. It could be speaking about money. It could be speaking about the fact that you guys want to do something or learn about something you guys actually value and love, because the ruler of Taurus is Venus, and it's in your guys' 9th house. You guys may want to learn about something you guys enjoy. You guys may want to explore about this. So you guys may want to expand on that. But again, that square is making your vision feel blocked or physically feel blocked, as in not sure which way to move, which way to go due to those clouds, that 12th house energy. You may get lost in the sauce. I also think it involves your money, because Mars enters Capricorn, and Capricorn, I'm sorry, and the ruler of Capricorn is in the 12th house. So Mars is in Capricorn, which is in the 10th house, so which is exalted, yeah, but it's a little foggy in the 12th house, like the ruler there. So Mercury going direct in the 9th house creates a shift, a good shift, like making your thoughts more clear in regards which direction to move on, to move in, but like the right direction and the groundwork that's needed. But still, it doesn't help with that square still being there the first week. So the second week of January, you guys have the sun in Capricorn, and it's trining Uranus in retrograde and Taurus in your guys' second house. So again, it goes back to your 10th house and your second house, which can talk about work. It could talk about money. It could talk about the things you guys value, because when we think about the 10th house, it's your career. It's not just the 6th house, which speaks of work. The 10th house, I mean, yeah, we can think of it that way, but the 10th house is usually more times than not related to the midhaven. What is it that you love to do? What gets you closer to heaven? What do you enjoy doing? And the 2nd house usually speaks of the things we enjoy, how we enjoy, what we enjoy in order to make money. We just may not be honoring that energy. So anyway, Uranus can be looked at as a eureka moment, downloads from spirit, and the sun illuminates, right? That's how we're able to see. It gives us confidence. So yeah, let's see. January 11th, we have a new moon in Capricorn. So something new, again, is going on in your 10th house. We're already feeling this energy. We're picking up on this for you guys in the month of January. And I feel like, isn't this so cliche in the month of January? It's like new things, New Year's resolution. January 12th, Mars in Capricorn in your guys' 10th house will be trining Jupiter in Taurus in the 2nd house. So again, the 2nd house and the 10th house are talking, and it's trining. So on January 9th, the sun in Capricorn in the 10th house was trining Uranus in retrograde in Taurus in the 2nd house. A trine is looked at as a blessing, easy flowing energy. It's an energy that is either given to you by somebody else, or it just naturally comes to you. It's an energy, sometimes it's a blessing that we sometimes take for granted because it comes so easy to us. And you guys have it happening again for you guys, but with Jupiter. And whatever Jupiter touches, it expands upon. So Jupiter in Taurus, this type of energy can be looked at as like planting the seeds. Sorry, because Taurus is earth energy. So, and Jupiter is expanding on this. So, let's see. Then January 13th, Mercury enters Capricorn in your 10th house. So your thoughts are moving towards work, towards structure, towards discipline, towards working towards something. 2nd week of January. All right. Now, what did I channel for you guys? There's something about really being in touch with your intuition, and it connects with your future. I'm picking up on Empress and 9 of Cups energy. Something new is being created. There is new life in the womb, but you being very cautious. It's like a new mother with her baby, or just a pregnant woman who is overly cautious. I'm picking up on Capricorn energy. You watching your dream unfold, or parts of it unfolding, and staying on the sidelines, hidden intentionally. I'm getting the goat that's a little above the mountain, not at the bottom, but not at the top. So, okay, so I wrote that kind of confusing. So when I said like the goat's a little bit above the mountain, I just meant like the goat wasn't at the bottom of the mountain, that's all. So the goat's kind of like in the middle. So maybe this is something you guys already have been working on before the new year, is what I'm picking up on. So anyway, so based off what I'm channeling, I feel like all this makes sense because you guys have a stellium going on in your 10th house in Capricorn. And in general, when Saturn's in Pisces, let alone conjunct with Neptune, this literally talks about like 10 of Cups energy in tarot. It talks about literally being able to manifest, being able to physically create your dreams. So whatever you dream about, because this is 12th house energy, you're able to make this happen in reality. So let's see. So there's a stellium in Capricorn in your 10th house, and it connects to your 12th house. So your 10th house is being lit up with the sun. Something is being illuminated here. And then you have a new moon that that goes on. So this makes sense. So you have something new going on. And then you already have Mars here. So you guys are driven. You guys have the initiative. You guys are working towards something here to make something happen. You guys are feeling, let alone with the sun and and Mars here, and already having Pluto. Forget about Pluto. Forget about Pluto. Let's just talk about the sun and having Mars in the 10th house. This can talk about a leader. This can talk about having confidence. It does depend on how it's placed, but general energy, this is, because it's fire, this is just somebody who is driven, who will make something happen because of being creative and innovative. Let's see. So the will, the drive, the leadership abilities, and on top of that, you guys have Mercury, your thoughts here. You're able to communicate. Your communication will be here, and it'll be doing well. Okay. All right, so that's what I have for the second week. Okay, so the third week of January, January 15th, you guys have the sun in Capricorn in your 10th house, and it's sextiling Neptune and Pisces in your 12th house. So sextiling is a good energy. It's an energy that does require work, but in my opinion, it's like all you have to do is a little bit of work, and it's more than likely going to end up in your favor. It's not a trine where it comes very easily, where it's like little to no work and you're good. There is work required, but it's just like, as long as you do the work, you're probably gonna be good. So you have the sun in Capricorn in the 10th house, a place of your career, your legacy, where people can see you. Okay. And it is working with Neptune in the 12th house. So I'm thinking about your intuition. You're able to see something here. You're getting insight either on your dreams when it comes to work, or intuition on the workplace, something of that matter. Something is being seen in a place that is normally not seen, is what I think of. January 18th, Mercury in Capricorn in the 10th house is sextiling Saturn in Pisces in the 12th house. So again, a very similar energy, except it's in regards to your thoughts. So there is structure here. I mean, there's already going to be structure and stability with your thoughts and your communication style, because it's in the 10th house, it's in Capricorn, but even more so because it's talking to the ruler of the 10th house. But it can be, I feel like a mix of stabilizing, like what we just talked about, whatever is being seen in a place that's unseen. It's like you're able to talk about these thoughts and make it a reality through being able to clearly communicate these thoughts, being able to clearly understand these thoughts, and possibly create a plan around them. Okay. January 19th, we have Venus in Sagittarius in the 9th house, and it is squaring Neptune and Pisces. I hate when that happens. When the universe, I swear, it's like 2 steps forward, 5 steps back, where it's like everything is great, and then the universe is like, you know what? Let's just test you. Let's just see what's up. We want to really make sure. So everything's doing great, right? But then it's like you guys go through a very similar energy that you experienced the first week of January, is what I'm picking up on. There is a block again with Venus and Neptune. So just think of it this way: Venus squaring Neptune. You're not able to see something that you're learning about, and it involves something you're learning about when it comes to, I want to say, either money, or something you're learning about when it comes to how you can make new money or have fun Whatever this Venus is speaking about in the ninth house, I personally can't help but think about you're learning about something new, something you love, that you are exploring and expanding upon, that you actually value, and it may be connected to the workplace. I just, yeah. Yeah, I just think it's connected somehow. So it's like everything's stable, whatever you're seeing, but then maybe when you start thinking about how to expand on the money part of it, there's a block of some sort. Then Mercury in Capricorn on January 19th, that same day, in the 10th house. So Mercury is trining Jupiter in Taurus in the second house. I'm telling you, so the second house can speak of your money. It's like you have these thoughts about making something a reality, your dreams are reality, and everything's great. But then it's like you get to the second part of the plan, which speaks about how do you make the money. And then that's like the holdup. There's something you value that you're able to see clearly, but when it comes to making the money part, I feel like there's difficulty there. Okay, then we have Sun in Capricorn conjunct Pluto in Capricorn. So anytime Pluto is touching anything, whatever it touches, okay, it will never be the same. I said this in, I think, the last video. I mean, I don't know if it was for my rising Aries, my sun, moon, rising Aries, but I said it for somebody's video for sure. It's kind of like, what is it? The Reaper. It's like whatever it touches, like ashes, you know? So it's very transformative. And I don't remember, but I feel like, no, it's obviously going to be in a 29-degree Pluto, because it's going into Aquarius, which is extremely karmic. So, and we're all going to be feeling this collectively, wherever Pluto is in our charts. So, yeah. Okay, so anyway, you guys have Pluto conjunct the Sun. So something is being changed. Something is being transformed in your 10th house, okay, on January 20th. Later that's, excuse me, later that same day, the Sun enters Aquarius in your guys' 11th house, and Pluto that same day enters Aquarius. So it's definitely like, I feel like it's going to be, I don't know, I just feel like a rough day or something like that. Any 29-degree days, like any planet that's in 29 degrees, like for a transit, we all feel on some type of level. I don't know. I would be surprised if you guys don't feel it, or something doesn't happen on that day that's kind of like, what was that? Anyway, okay. So, yeah, that's what I have, January 20th. Definitely double check that date for sure. So what do I, excuse me, what do I have going on for you guys the third week of January? What did I channel? All right. So I keep seeing ancient stairs, and I keep seeing, what did I write? Hold on one second. Your higher self. So I keep seeing ancient stairs and your higher self. So I basically keep seeing Egypt is what I'm seeing, just to give you guys like a background. I feel like you guys are trying to do better the third week of January, like ascend. I'm getting opposition energy, like maybe having difficulty with this, but having the willpower to push through. I'm picking up on the strength card. I was getting weird energy, like, so when I channel, I see things in a, what is the term to describe it? Oh, so like Earth would be considered dense, right? So how I was seeing this, So when you go outside, like the spiritual planes, so sometimes you'll see things, I'm trying to think, like in patterns. So sometimes you'll see things like the outlines of energies like that, or like, I don't know how to explain it, but you'll just start seeing a bunch of lines and outlines and their shapes. I think of sacred geometry, and I kept getting it for you guys for the third week of January. I kept seeing pyramids, I kept seeing writings. So, and I feel like it has a lot to do with this energy, the sun and Pluto going into Aquarius. And yeah, obviously it's going in on, what is it, January 20th? Okay. But I'm a firm believer that that type of energy is not just felt in the one day. Like, nobody can tell me different. And I think because that's such a big energy that'll be going on, I feel like it has a lot to do with that. So yeah, I felt like there was a lot of other, excuse me, signs that are also having difficulty the third week of January. Not everyone, but most. I felt like we're having difficulty, and I really think it has to do with this Pluto and the Sun going into Aquarius. So I think also with Venus being in Sagittarius and it's squaring Neptune the day before this big transit. I don't think this is helping either, because look how close these transits are with each other. Venus and Sagittarius in the 9th house, it's squaring Neptune in Pisces in the 12th house, which, so I was looking into this because I was wondering, I'm like, I feel like if it's not money related, what else could this be about? Because I know if it's talking about matters of love, I know right away Venus squaring Neptune. This is like, you're not seeing something clearly about another person. But the fact that it's in the 9th and the 12th house, what else could this be about? So this could be talking about the subconscious. It could be talking about wanting to learn, but having hidden influences. So, but wanting to be endlessly devoted to learning something. So I feel like, and the fact that you guys had the first week of January, the same transit, but except it's squaring Saturn, this talks about love and fear, but having stress due to a belief system. And I feel like that correlates to whatever it is you guys are trying to manifest or trying to make happen. So I'm picking up on stress and fear. And then later on with this big transit with Sun and Pluto, this is talking about having trouble understanding something with your subconscious mind. That's the only thing I can think of. And it's not helping matters with the Pluto and the Sun, because something is changing for you guys. And the ruler of Aquarius is Uranus, and it's in your 2nd house, the things you guys value. It could be affecting maybe the things you guys own, the things you guys value, your money. It's in retrograde, possibly. But regardless, I feel like with the Sun and Pluto, this talks about transformative energy, and I'm definitely picking up on something like that you guys are pushing through and trying to do better, but definitely having difficulty with it. And I'll just leave that there because I feel like I'm just repeating myself at this point. All right, 4th week of January, Venus enters Capricorn in your 10th house. And then you guys have a full moon in Leo in your 5th house. Okay. And then Uranus goes direct in Taurus in your 2nd house. Nice. Nice. On January, which day is this? 26. Okay, so Venus enters Capricorn on January 23rd in your 10th house in Capricorn. Full moon in Leo on January 25th in your 5th house. January 26th, Uranus goes direct in Taurus in your 2nd house. But then on January 26th, that same day, the sun in Aquarius in your 11th house will be squaring Jupiter in Taurus in your 2nd house in Taurus. Okay, so there'll be some type of block. And seeing how to expand on something. Okay, January 27th, Mercury in Capricorn in your 10th house is conjunct Mars in Capricorn in your 10th house. Okay, having the initiative, the drive to move on something, work-related. January 27th, Venus in Capricorn is sextiling Saturn in Pisces in the 12th house. So your thoughts are coming together in order to make something a reality regarding work. January 28th, Mercury in Capricorn is trining Uranus in Taurus in your 2nd house. Okay, that's awesome. There's like this download from spirit, intuitive thoughts, eureka moment in regards to work. January 28th, we have Venus in Capricorn in your 10th house, and it's trining Jupiter in Taurus. Okay, all right. That's either something you guys value and love to do, or it could be talking about money, possibly. And then January 29th, Mars in Capricorn in the 10th house is trining Uranus and Taurus in your 2nd house. That's awesome. That is great. All right, let's see if there's anything else. All right, 4th week. What did I channel for you guys? All right. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry to do this to you guys, but I missed like 2 other things from my 3rd week of notes for you guys. I'm so sorry. So the 3rd week, I was talking about how you guys were having the willpower to push through ascension, having the strength. I was getting weird energy, like outlines of energy. But then I see you guys walking away from ascension and trying to see clearly, but having difficulty doing so. I see the sun and Mercury are in Capricorn in your guys' 10th house, and it's getting along with Neptune and Pisces in the 12th. So you guys can feel the unseen energy and understand its energy. And Mercury being in Capricorn in the 10th and Jupiter and Taurus in the 2nd house. But with Sun and Pluto both being in Capricorn in the 10th house one last time, and then they leave together and enter the 11th house in Aquarius, it's like there's this transformative, changing energy, and suddenly it gets put on hold. Like there's this rebellious energy of doing it your own way. And I feel like it connects to the Venus in Sagittarius, blocking Neptune in Pisces, the 12th house, like blocking what you know. Going back to that that energy of feeling and knowing and understanding the unseen, but it's like you block it at some point because you don't want to do it in the way that you know you're supposed to do it. It's kind of like the opposition energy and how they work better together, but it's opposition energy. Oppositions work better together, but in order to come together, you have to give something up, right? That's why a lot of people don't ascend, because they have to give a part of themselves up that they don't want to let go. It's a part of themselves that they're attached to that has helped them out or kept them safe for so long, or it's a part of their ego that they're comfortable with. And that's kind of what I'm picking up with you guys. Okay, sorry, don't hate me, but it is what it is. I could have just pretended like I didn't see that part of the notes, but yeah, I did. Okay, now 4th week, what do I see? So I feel like we're kind of like, I don't want to say in Egypt, but it's like a sacred building, and we're at the bottom of it. And so with these like pyramids, right? And with ancient with ancient Egypt. The bottom of the pyramids, this talked about like, I want to say like, how would I describe it with astrology? Death. This is where like, this is where if they wanted to resurrect somebody or if they would do rituals, it's just like it would be Pluto type of energy, the underworld, okay? And this is the reason I'm bringing this up is because this is what I'm picking up for you guys, that we are in some type of sacred pyramid and we're in the bottom of it, okay? And it felt like a basement, and I'm picking up on the devil and tarot and Capricorn energy, and we're sitting in this chair and light tries to come in to get to you guys, but it's having a hard time. And I'm and I'm watching your hands in the dark. I'm sorry, I see a pocket watch in your hands and it's dark and it's going backwards. And there's this helicopter I see in a new scene, like in the vision, and it's full of light trying to move forward. But then somehow your pocket watch, guys, I don't know. I don't make these visions up, okay? Then the pocket watch like sucks it up. So Venus goes into your guys' 10th house in Capricorn, right? And you guys have the full moon in Leo in your 5th house. I feel like something is being illuminated. There is this leader compliments. Uranus goes direct in your 2nd house in Taurus. So I'm sorry, full moon in Leo. This is, in my opinion, like a Leo moon. This talks about needing, and this is no disrespect to any Leo moons out there, but this is an energy that needs to be recognized. And I'm not saying this is bad, but it needs compliments. You need to recognize it for whatever it's done. All right. That's what I meant by a leader and compliments. But the sun being in Aquarius, this is talking about the people. And then we have the moon in the 5th house. It's talking about the self. All right. So those are two different opposite energies. So then Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, goes direct in your guys' 2nd house, and it's in Taurus. And this talks about making money, possibly off people. Just follow me here. And then you guys have Pluto in Aquarius now, in your 11th house. This can talk about power. And the full moon being in the 5th house in Leo, standing out. But the sun being in Aquarius is getting blocked by Jupiter in Taurus. So, sorry. So I was saying, but the sun in Aquarius is getting blocked. Because you guys can only see your own desires is what I'm picking up on. So Jupiter then in Taurus is getting blocked. So your mind cannot be illuminated. It cannot be expanded. And Uranus goes direct. So you may want to expand upon yourself at this time, but this is getting put on hold because then we have Mercury conjunct Mars and Capricorn in the 10th house. So there's the willpower and the drive to do something to get to the other side, you know, whatever it is you guys want to achieve. And you guys may be obsessed with your dreams, your desires, your wallet, whatever it is you want to achieve. And but your spirit, your higher self is trying to remind you, what about the people? Or if like, let's say your dreams involve you guys getting to wherever you want to go because of other people, it's like other people help you guys, like other people help get you there is what I'm trying to say. It's like that's the karmic lesson of January, is realizing that. And that's why there is this like square, like Venus squaring Neptune, Venus squaring Saturn. The 12th house is also supposed to be the spiritual house. It's supposed to be the collective. It's like when Venus is here, when the sun is here, when any of these like planets are here. There is this like higher calling to be spiritually conscious of like unconditional love, to be spiritual, to be connected with like the higher purpose. So the fact that Venus is squaring, like there's like this disconnect of unconditional love for the collective. And I feel like we're seeing that with you guys with the full moon in your 5th house, and the sun being in the 11th house. So I hope that is making sense the way I trailed off there. I just want to make sure I said all these notes. So you guys on the 4th week are being on stage and in the presence of others. And I'm also picking up on that you guys may need to protect yourselves that week. Okay? So let's go look back at the transits as to what this could be about, what I'm picking up on. Okay, so when I think of protection, I think of Jupiter, spiritual protection, like from other people. I feel like because the sun is in Aquarius in your guys' 11th house and it's squaring your guys' 2nd house in Jupiter, I feel like this is what it's talking about here. There's some type of block, there's some type of holdup in not being able to see something clearly. And because of that, you guys may have difficulty with other people the last week of January. Sorry, I'm just looking at other things. Hold on. Wait, January 12th, Juno goes retrograde in Virgo. Forgot to write that. So I'm looking at your South Node. It's in the 7th house. This is relationships, partnerships. 11th house. Yeah, I just feel like because the ruler of Leo is the sun and it's in the, excuse me, it's in the 11th house. It's like there's something about, I hate to say it, but just like either your group of friends or social networking, it's going to be other people that need attention. But you guys may want to, with the North Node in Aries, in your 1st house, you guys may want the attention or may feel worthy of it because of all this hard work that you guys have been doing, especially with Uranus going direct in your 2nd house and Jupiter that went direct last month and it being in your 2nd house. There's definitely something here that's going on. And the full moon being in your 5th house in Leo. You guys will feel this energy of wanting to be recognized for something. I'm definitely picking up on that. Sorry, I just want to look one more time. 4th week. I just want to look at my notes. So when I think of the devil in tarot, it connects to Capricorn energy. And I remember from channeling this, it was like you guys were sitting at this chair and other people were like, not below you guys, but just like watching you guys. So I feel like this connects to the 5th house as well and the 10th house. There is like some type of obsession with whatever it is you guys have been working towards. And I feel like you guys had much like more good energy towards the 12th house than negative energy. So it's like you guys have like spiritual knowledge and higher wisdoms to know better is what I'm picking up on, if you guys are resonating with this energy at all. So this, I guess, like when it comes to spiritual wisdoms and all this stuff, I feel like a basic rule to life is always like remaining humble and down to earth and never feeling like you deserve this or this is yours, right? And I feel like with Taurus energy in the second house or wherever it is, this energy can speak of like, this is mine, I deserve this. And this can speak karmically as well, like even on a negative, in a negative type of way, like I deserve this, you know, wherever Taurus is, it could speak this way from a positive way as well. So when it's in your second house, you guys may feel like you deserve this. This should be mine. So with Jupiter and Uranus, like I feel like talking about the house of money or the things you guys value, and the fact that I'm picking up on like this Capricorn, like obsessive energy and like, yeah, okay, whatever. So I'm just going to leave it there. That's what I got for you guys. The month of January, I feel like it's mainly good energy. And yeah, I wish you guys a very happy new year. All right, bye guys.